Yum yum.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side will pull the trigger first. Arusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Arusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Arusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos, confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Arusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Arusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them, but without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now.
Hey, looks like I've got a viewer.
I'll be taking the girls,
Welcome
too.
to the stream.
I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Sounds like the Kingdom of Erusia. Might have been the Princess Cosette.
Russia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Usia has been affected. We don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret.
All right, another viewer. Thank you very much for joining the stream.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's
Just watching the
radical
briefing
element is
here.
losing support quickly,
We just
affecting
lost all the
balance of power.
satellites, so
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatch from the Ocean Army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
So an escort mission.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer.
Yeah. And it's going to be on the ground, so we're providing air escort for a ground
With the
vehicle.
communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Arusia will be able to mount a regiment.
And look at that route. We got to go way out of our way.
It is likely that Arusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there. Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft.
Oh, another viewer. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you for welcome to the stream. I'm just watching the briefing here. This is Last Hope. We need to escort a ground vehicle as it goes through the city, and we just lost all of our communication satellites at the end of the previous mission, so we have to take extra time to identify each potential target we encounter to find out whether it's allied or not. Alright, so let's go and start the mission. Mostly anti-air, though there will be a lot of ground targets. So I'm thinking of going with the Su-57 and the 4-target air-to-air missiles, because those will be good against large groups of drones. Actually, no. No, that's not good, because those will lock on to unknown targets, and I don't want to hit unknown targets. I only want to hit confirmed enemy targets. So, I guess I'll give the pulse laser a try. Usually those sorts of things that you have to aim manually are pretty difficult to use, but I'll give it a shot. Let's pick some parts. I like to go with the automated fire extinguisher and Queen's Custom, as well as, let's see, the machine gun, or let's see, what was it, the onboard self-defense jammer, machine gun radar lock system, I think there are a couple of upgrades or parts that help out with the pulse laser. Let me see. That's for bombs. Okay. High output laser generator level 1 increases TLS and PLSL. That's what I've got, the pulse laser. Firing distance. Laser beam expander. Yeah, that's what I need. And light condenser correction device. EML, I'm not as clear on what that is, but yeah, let's get the pulse laser improvements here. Let's get the high output laser generator, laser beam expander, light condenser correction device. And what else? Let's do one more for standard missiles, like thrust adjusting steering device. There we go. I like that.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
Anything that makes it easier to hit the target is important to me.
To the unidentified Ocean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Ocean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the
the Ocean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side. And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oceans won't shoot us in this confusion.
Will Emmy's process the unknowns congregate camps to identify friend or foe? The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
Oops. I did take out one target without identifying it
Something I'll never
first.
get used to, but tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Ow, 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 ow. Took several bullets from
Strider
that
Squadron's IDs.
AA gun.
And, hand me that sandwich.
And Lancaster's always talking about food.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Woo! Yeah, I tried to hit that from the wrong angle.
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood.
That AA gun is hard to hit.
Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route. Target destroyed.
It is not machines that make the decisions in war. It's people. Understand that.
Target acquired. Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
How are we supposed to tell the difference? There are enemies everywhere.
Missile away. It's Erusian.
They aren't responding aggressively.
Gentlemen, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us.
Destroyed.
The negotiations were a success, Lancaster. They've opened up a path for us. The more the merrier.
ID'd as Ocean forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated. We can't see the tops of the roofs from down here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes. We've been told. We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
The use of drones. We were the ones on the radio. We don't know where all those places. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Roger that. We'll look for our way home.
It's Erusian military.
Been inside it. Mark 2. Fighters. 3 strikes and fudge. Wait. The General managed to convince them. Listen, those that protect General LaBarge are the real patriots. Onward! There's a vehicle up ahead. Think it's gonna ask us to pay a toll? Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go. We archived all the footage that we've shot as the communication networks come back online. Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
We need to remind everyone that there's no such thing as a clean war.
Strider 4, Fox 2.
Signs of the clean warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone.
They have to fight.
Stall warning.
Evading missile. It's no good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, you better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, you're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Oh, the pulse laser is pretty good.
Changed. Keep your eyes on this vehicle. Don't let
I'm
him out of your
liking
sight.
it.
Locked on, you're mine.
Here comes a train.
Yeah, the clouds really block the lasers, though. So I have to be careful using them in that context.
You're the midst of fighting with drones is what got us into this mess. We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us. There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals. We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us.
Now, can I take out those tanks?
Fox 2. Strider 1,
There we go.
tank destroyed.
Oh man, he's right on him. I couldn't hit it. It was too crowded.
That was too close for comfort.
Yeah, jeez, and I'm not even done yet. Damn it.
Turn right. No, wait. That goes into the ocean. I can't shoot the enemies on my tail.
Okay, got one.
You guys have opened trial to war. Our country even further into ruin. Maintain speed. You'll be able to break through that shutter. General, do you mind keeping it down for a minute? You'll bite your tongue. We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous at Gruner Park. Captain Carr, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Balkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side, and even manipulated the princess. The Balkan technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian Flight Test Center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. Those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Gruner Park. Rendezvous point is the helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
Uh-oh.
Members of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians. None known as blocking our scheduled routes.
No response. Got a bad feeling.
Strider 1, APC destroyed.
Scratches on the tail. Now those guys are radicals whose people unit. Get them before they get us! I'm hit. Get this guy off my back! Open fire on that vehicle!
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
Enemy missile detected. Evading. My engine mission. Where did I come from? I'm surrounded by nothing but friendly. No, the attack was an unintentional mistake. Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Whoa!
led to another power struggle within the Erosion military.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
And the insurgents in the sea.
We're about to cross Anchor Ridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
Ridge is being blocked off by a tank. This isn't good. Unidentified aircraft in the drones. An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erosion forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
We're taking fire! Take care of them! Take out any in autonomous mode. We're taking fire! We can't hold off! I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks. I'll show you morons what it means to use your head to fight and not just instincts. We're the only ones here on our side! We're taking fire from vehicles blocking our path!
Lucian forces at landfill number 4. You're firing on our VIP. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood.
Thanks for the help. I don't think we could have survived a few more shots like that. The General is speaking with the commander. Ceasefire with the Ocean aircraft. General's orders. Listen up. From here on out, all aircraft are prohibited from taking off.
Strutter 1, missile launched. SAM site destroyed. The General's vehicle is under attack. Our VIP is taking fire.
We're under attack. Hurry up and do something.
I'm trying.
Target hit. Evade that missile. Strutter 1, tank destroyed.
Enemy has a lock.
Anti-air gun eliminated.
We made it somehow. Try to get off your ass a little faster next time. Strider 2, Bugs 2. We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more to Belgian technology than just UAVs. Taking IFF designations for one was an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Ocean fighters. And then to assassinate Harvey and put the blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Belgian technology only brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Russia is responsible for Harlan's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger?
Shoot down any aircraft that approach us. What are you thinking?
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
If the drone is acting suspiciously, shoot it down.
Strutter 1, locked on target.
Oh man, so many targets.
Damn it! We're outnumbered. There were too many conservatives in the Air Force that hated the drones.
5 minutes remaining.
managed to make it through that.
This is the Erosion News Network.
So, something I discovered
Getting out of here.
works really well. I just now learned that if you hold the left bumper and right bumper at the same time, that is, yaw left and yaw right,
Understood.
it goes on autopilot, which is basically levels you
Unidentified
off.
aircraft approaching.
And the other thing I learned from reading about it is the easiest way to identify targets that are unknown, instead of having to point the nose of your craft directly at the unknown target, you can just hold
Use is prohibited.
Y, or the button that you use to zoom, the button that you use to change targets.
He's not lying about
If you
carrying
hold it down,
civilians.
then it centers that target in your field of view, and that works just as well for identifying targets.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft your grandfather told us about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Vulcan technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknown's attacking the girl's plane.
Alma, hold on tight.
Lancaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
They could be Ocean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erosion fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed Bandit.
Evading. Captain, those guys are good. Wait, I think it was Ocean big shots too. I managed to catch a glimpse of these strikes.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
Nice.
Continuing attack.
No good. Shit.
In my way.
People after me. Breaking.
Bandit destroyed. Well done.
Enemy's got a lock. Breaking.
Attack missed.
Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... The drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erosion aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, OC craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. We're cleared to attack the escort.
Welcome. Understood.
Wilco.
You can abort the MQ-99 launch. Our commander overridden. They must be accessing it remotely. Which is behind this?
That should take care of it, huh?
Hey, it's not our fault they won't
Oh,
listen to
nope,
reason.
there are more.
Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
To build something else entirely.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
Drones, headed this way. No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies. Clever.
has not struck.
Gotcha.
5 bandits remaining.
Damn it. They don't have the drive they need.
Enemy on your 4 bandits left.
It's not enough to be fully functional. There has to be a time that should not function. They are out of data, aren't they?
Three bandits to go. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. 2 bandits left. Show them what you got. One bandit to go.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Here we go.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. General's helicopter is flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
Alright, glad to see I got that done in my first try, huh? All hostiles. Right, like because it's so unclear what the state of this thing is. Who's a hostile, who's an ally. Oceans and Erusians on both sides of the conflict at this point.
Orders. It should be a piece of cake. Are you sent by the general staff?
Oh no.
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Whoa.
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead. What did you say? Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.
Okay. So I got an A. I didn't get a very good time bonus. I took too long. 22 minutes and 6 seconds and 80, I guess, hundredths of a second. But I got a good destruction score. So let's move right along. And I think I'll go, since no one's watching right now, I'll go ahead and call it there. I'll quit the mission. And quit game. Alright, thank you all very much for watching, and see you later. Bye-bye.